Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Burning Crusade. Today we're going to be doing a heroic, one of the Caverns of Time dungeons. The first one, Old Hillsbrad Foothills, in which you go through um, and ensure that Thrall is freed from Durnholde Keep, from the evil Blackmoor. Um, I am playing on a Burning Crusade private server, and I am playing my main, my Fury Warrior. Um, as you have probably noticed, cross-faction is a thing on this server. As I have probably mentioned in other videos, cross-faction grouping is a thing on this server, hence all the Blood Elves and Undead in my group. I don't mind one bit. It's just, one of those things that you get used to when you're playing on a private server, as I have been for 4 or 5 years or so. But I'm not going to get into too much in this about the differences and what I like and dislike about private servers versus the official retail version of World of Warcraft. We are summoning our group now. It seems we have a mage, a priest healer, holy priest, a warrior tank, uh, yes, a warrior tank, and a shadow priest. So, not the best group for me as far as synergy with a Fury Warrior. This group would be much better for me to be playing with my Warlock, but you know what? Uh, it's it's much too late for that nonsense. Yep, that's about it. These Caverns of Time dungeons were introduced in the Burning Crusade, and they are some of my favorite dungeons of all time. In fact, um, every Caverns of Time dungeon ever released, the two dungeons and the raid in Burning Crusade are both phenomenal. Old Hillsbrad, the opening of the Dark Portal, the Battle for Mount Hyjal are all fantastic because you get to follow parts of the Warcraft story that you previously could only experience in small doses in the Warcraft games, which is real impersonal, sort of, when you're in that sort of game that Warcraft is. You don't really feel a part of the story, but in World of Warcraft, in these Caverns of Time dungeons, it really takes it to another level. Not only that, but the Calling of Stratholme and Wrath of the Lich King is fantastic. Um, the the first and the last dungeons in Cataclysm weren't like my favorite, but I do like the opening or closing of the well of the Well of Eternity. You know, the one where you go and you fight Ashara, and you're fighting with Illidan and against all of these demons and Malfurions there. I love that one. That one's fantastic. The Caverns of Time dungeons are, in any expansion, some of my favorite dungeons of all time. I really think that they're very well done, very immersive in the lore and the story of it all. Anyway, here we are in my ugly ass human form. Luckily, I've got my helm showing, so I don't have to see whatever the stupid face the game generated for me. Let me just get my bombs and fly over to Durnholde Keep, where we will be going to rescue Thrall and ensure his freedom. Just a sort of disclaimer. I've had a little bit to drink tonight, but I'm feeling pretty good. So while my narration and my speech may not be quite up to par, it should still be a fun evening of heroic and dungeon doing. Little footnote. We do have a warrior tank, which is not the ideal tank, I'd say, for this dungeon. There are several pulls which you're having to maintain aggro on 4 or 5 or more mobs at a time, and obviously warrior tanks are not ideal for that. In case you're unfamiliar with Burning Crusade expansion, it's not quite as whitewashed as modern expansions. Every class has its own unique, specific role, and warrior tanks are main tanks. They tank raid bosses, they tank single targets, they maintain very, very aggressive, effective threat against single targets, but against mobs, or against mob packs of 3 or more, they are really, really weak. So yeah, our warrior tank might have a little bit of a difficulty, especially looking at his gear. I can see just by his portrait, he's got the badge of Justice helmet, the Pauldrons of the Bold. This shield is probably the shield of that you get from the Shatar Reputation faction. Blackout Truncheon, just a heroic blue, a normal blue, some more badge gear. That's a heroic drop, I believe. Shattered Sun, rep, badge. So he's got some decent gear, but he by no means will be capable of holding aggro over me. That is, of course, if I can actually hit something. LOL, talents might help. Uh-oh. Did you respec? Yeah, you should probably talent your shit, buddy. What is talents? Here, let me just DPS this and kill it real quick. I'm really bad about keeping my rampage up, so I'm going to try and work on that. If I do nothing else in this dungeon but keep max stacks of rampage up at all times, then I think I've succeeded. Hey, Durnholde Rifleman, in case you haven't figured this out, things aren't gonna go well for you. Okay. Yep, you should probably talent yourself, guy. Rampage and Battle Shout. Those are my goals. Because I just recently started playing this character after a very long hiatus. You know, when you get to a certain point, as far as your gear levels go, and you're not in a raiding guild, you know, there's nothing really that you can do. So either you try to find another guild to join, or you level and gear up alts, which is what I've been doing. Also, I've been playing, you know, other games. I played Legion for a while. So yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to get back into hardcore raiding just yet, but I'm certainly having fun doing heroics and just goofing around, making videos and shit. Okay, so in this dungeon, the first thing we have to do is go around and basically set this whole place on fire. Cause enough distractions so that the guards are called down here. Basically kill everything and then go up to the keep and rescue Thrall from the jail. You know what? Fuck it, let's just go crazy with AoE. Uh-oh, we lost somebody. Who did we lose? Is that our healer? I think it might have been our healer. I should probably attack the skull. Okay, now I can go back to killing everything else. Shit. Ricks? Rices? Ricks are hard, I guess. I don't know what that means. Being on a private server that does service the global World of Warcraft community, you never know when you're going to run across a group that has a member that does not speak English well. Now, considering this is late at night and typically only Americans are on at this hour, maybe they are impaired like me, but it's, you never know. Go ahead and plant my bomb here. 1 out of 5. Have to set one in each of these little huts, buildings, which it's hard to determine exactly what these huts are for, because you go inside them and there's just trashed. It's just trashed everywhere. The tables are broken. There's just a random bench here, a furnace that's not burning here, some broken barrels. Like, why are we destroying these? Like, why are we destroying these buildings? And why, more importantly, why are these guards guarding these buildings? I don't know, I guess some questions weren't meant to be answered. Rampage. Battle shout. Screen freeze. Look at that. Everything's dead. Just about. Did I actually get my rampage and battle shout up? No, I did not. Let me do that. I'll be the demolitionist of this party, I suppose. I'll just plant my bombs. Have I told you how much I hate the human model? Little bit about the Fury Warrior rotation is obviously you got to make sure you have Battle Shout and Rampage up at all times. Don't be like me. Don't forget it. As long as you've got those things up, then you just use Bloodthirst and Whirlwind on cooldown. If you're above about half Rage, and both of these are on cooldown, then you use Heroic Strike. If it's a multiple mob pack, then Cleave is a good replacement for Heroic Strike. And if you're not afraid of over aggroing and it's a big AoE pull, then you can hit Sweeping Strikes, get some real good AoE value. Using Sweeping Strikes and Whirlwind in combination, like hitting Sweeping Strikes and then Whirlwinding, is going to provide you a massive burst of damage. But I would not recommend doing that. Even if you have a really geared Paladin tank, you're likely to over-aggro. So my personal recommendation would just be hit hero, Sweeping Strikes, and then do some single target damage just to boost what you've got going on. And then once your Sweeping Strikes wears off, then you can use Whirlwind again. You don't want to draw too much attention to yourself. I personally prefer if it's a multiple mob pack, multiple mob pool, to use Whirlwind as my opening ability, just because it's more likely that you're going to crit if you're hitting more targets more times. Which gives you the opportunity to start building up your Rampage stacks, because Rampage is only usable after you crit. I made a little mistake there, and I Heroic Striked before I, with a low amount of Rage. It ended up working out though, because I still had enough Rage for Whirlwind when it came off cooldown. Yeah, you never want to do that. Something that you don't really notice from Heroic Strike is, yes, it only costs 12 Rage to use, but it causes your next auto attack to not generate any Rage. So that can actually deprive you more Rage than you're ready for. Hence the I believe 40 Rage is the cutoff of when you should and shouldn't use Heroic Strike. But yeah, if you're like max Rage, getting up there and not stopping like I am right now, then obviously yeah, just use Heroic Strike at your free will. And obviously Victory Rush. Use Victory Rush whenever you can. All good. 3 out of 5. We didn't get the one in this building over here, so I'm gonna go and do that. Where is it? There it is. I'm not sure what it is, but I think in the most recent bug fix on this private server, every time anyone gets burned like by a fire, you actually hear the level up sound, which is a little bit funny. The joys of playing on a private server. No. I use my trinket. Make sure my rampage is up, which it's not. Oh, Jesus.
Time to bleed.
You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna take this damage. I need some rage. Come on, rampage. Crit something, please. Thank you. I am a enchanter, so I'm going to be greeting on all the loot that drops. Just making jokes over here about my awful fucking DPS on that last boss. Now I have to make up for it by over-aggroing extremely. In case none of you caught that, I just made a huge fuck up with a warrior tank in my group. I accidentally hit. I really need to move this. I accidentally hit Commanding Shout. And as a Fury Warrior, whenever I hit Commanding Shout, I'm like, oh shit, I just hit Commanding Shout. So I, of course, am sure to instantly reactivate Battle Shout. But what happens when I do that is, as soon as I activate Commanding Shout, it refreshes that on the group. So it cancels out the Warrior's current Commanding Shout and uses mine instead. Then I switch over to Battle Shout, but since only one shout per warrior can be active at a time, it just gets rid of the Commanding Shout completely and buffs my Battle Shout. So I basically just trolled this tank and stole his health buff and replaced it with a Knight's Hack power buff, which he should have had both. But no big deal. Now I've gotta overcompensate. Yeah, that's my real DPS.
Very well then. What is it? Let's go.
And there he is, Thrall, the future war chief. Wait, he's got to get some armor though.
You have forced my hand.
There's a pretty funny bug later in this instance. I wonder if it'll happen. Um, I'm not gonna spoil the surprise. Here we go. Here's a pretty big pack coming up here. I think it's 5. The wardens are the priority because they heal. I don't mind if it aggroes on me. It's just a priest. Interrupt the heal. Helps if I face the right direction. Ooh, did you see that execute crit? That was pretty big.
I have earned my freedom.
Well, I mean, we kind of rescued you, Thrall. I didn't say that you earned your freedom. But okay. That heal is a really slow cast. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Yay, I survived.
This day is long overdue. Out of my way.
This is a pretty fun group. I like this. Am I really gonna die this time, or is the priest gonna save me at the last minute? Yeah. No consequences. AoE everything. Stupid tree. Get out of my way. I want to look. I like to play with my camera zoomed out as far as I possibly can, but that does pose certain problems when I'm fighting. And there's, you know, trees around.
Out of my way.
Oh, this time I really am gonna die. Good, because I need to take a piss. I will be right back. Oof. Lucky I live in a small apartment. Oh no, half our group is dead. That's not good. Oh, you better resurrect somebody fast.
A rider approaches.
Yeah. Okay, luckily this boss has a lot of dialogue. Maybe we can...
You didn't really think you would escape, did you? You and your allies shall answer to Blackmore. After I've had my fun. I am a slave.
Let's see how long Thrall can survive until the rest of the group gets here. Not very long. Go, go, go. You better go fast.
I will fight to the last.
Oh, come on. We can save him. Ah. No. We're dead. We're dead. We're fucked.
Good day to die.
I can't attack that target.
Alright, so I guess carelessness doesn't pay off in the end. We have to restart the escort portion of this dungeon, go back and re-release Thrall from prison. No big deal. I guess I'll be a little bit more careful this time, make sure I don't over aggro, make sure I'm not doing anything stupid, I guess. Gotta stay hydrated. Have I already said how much I hate human form? Yeah, I think I have. Look, it just looks so stupid. Look at the way he runs. Let's hurry. I gotta go to the grocery store before it closes. Keep it clean, let Tank do his thing.
Very well then. Let's go.
I'll say I think that's fitting.
Did not ask for this. This day is long. I have found my way.
Alright, so this time I'm just gonna do single target damage to the priority target first, which is veteran instead of the warden. Okay. Since he marked the wrong target first, I guess I'm just gonna do that. In all fairness, it is pretty fast-paced the way this goes. Oh, too bad I used my interrupt on that mage's fireball. So far, so good.
I have earned my freedom.
I'm just gonna hang back a little bit. Do I have rampage up? Nope. So, gotta get my rampage up. It's so easy too. All you really have to do is hit it once, and then as long as you're critting a respectable amount, then it gets up to max stacks pretty quick. Ah. Whoa. charged through the world there for a second.
I need a target.
I have earned my freedom.
Like I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to use sweeping strikes, but only use single target abilities while this is active, and wait until it's over to use whirlwind. Because as you can see, just without sweeping strikes, whirlwind will get a lot of people for a lot of damage. There we go. That's where we died last time.
This day is long.
Right? Yeah, kinda. That was a mistake to whirlwind first, but you know what. That was what I had up at the time. Our warrior was falling a little low there for a second. Had me worried. Okay, here we go. Second boss. This boss has 2 adds that I believe heal, and he drops the paladin ability, Consecration, on the ground, which does, from this boss, it actually does significant damage. You never want to stand in it at all. Durnholde Veteran. Okay, so these are not healers, they're just adds.
Thrall, you didn't really think you would escape, did you? You and your allies shall answer to Blackmore, after I've had my fun. I have earned my freedom.
Okay, so get out. Get out of AoE. Move. I'm gonna use my sweeping strikes just so I hit this ad at the same time as everything is boss. Because our priest is mind controlling this ad. Did I even loot my badge of justice from the first boss? I'm not sure.
Very well. Terran Mill lies just west of here.
Did I do really shitty DPS on that boss again?
Let's ride.
I did. To be fair, though, I was trying to avoid the AoE.
I'm out of range.
What? Seriously, you didn't do that. Now we have to go chase these things out into the fields. Nope, I'm actually going to use my ram. I have 2 of the PvP mounts. You don't usually use the ram, but when I get in a certain mood, I like it. Look at it. I think it looks really cool. Don Carlos. a little kind of mini boss in this dungeon. Passive mini boss. You don't actually have to fight him. Burning Crusade, where jumping in water dismounts you. I might shit talk modern WoW expansions, and I might not like everything about them, but they did. Oh yes, they didn't fix. They didn't fix the bug.
I have earned my freedom.
There are some bugs that make this make playing on a private server a real pain. But some are just hilarious.
I need to get closer.
I didn't one-shot that, I'm embarrassed. But this Thrall bug is just absolutely hilarious. It makes me crack up every time. Basically what happens is that, you know, Thrall will, he will just say all of the banked lines of dialogue that he has just over and over and over again.
Loktar, friend. What is it you wish?
Oh, what is this? Screen freeze, lag, disconnect? What's going on? Oh good, just a little lag. And of course the mob pack spawns out here. As you can see, Thrall is just going absolutely crazy with the dialogue. He just can't shut up. Whoa, okay, can I... Yeah, I shouldn't use Intimidating Shout, but it might have been a wise idea for me to do that at that point. I really wasn't AoEing that much. Luckily, this isn't as fast-paced of a... I didn't miss my T-clap. For some reason, what the fuck? Sorry, guy. It's okay. I'm pretty sure Thunderclap is classified as a spell. So, as a warrior, you have absolutely no spell hit. So, if Thunderclap, of course, is considered a spell, then it is, you know, a likely possibility that your Thunderclap will miss or be resisted. I'm just gonna go ahead and sit this one out and eat. Get my food buff. Okay, now I suppose I can go in and join. Okay, mind control, I mean, is that really necessary? I mean, I don't want to be negative Nancy over here, but do you, like, really need to do that?
Good day to you. See you around.
Come outside and face your fate.
Who or what was that?
Because
Oh
life hangs
no.
in the balance. Surely you care for
Epoch. Epoch.
you wish to
Epoch?
see.
Epic. Epoch Hunter.
There you
Ah,
I
I'm just
had
gonna have to
hoped
zoom in, I guess.
this with a bit of subtlety, but I suppose direct confrontation was inevitable.
Inevitable.
Your future
It was inevitable, Mr. Anderson.
pass, and so you and your troublesome friends
I have earned my freedom, out of my way. Like, I mean, it doesn't really ruin the game. It's just one of those things that's hilarious. No, leave me alone. I'm gonna take him over here and then fear him. Oh no, they pulled him off me good. I should probably get Rampage up at some point.
out of my way.
Alright, let's try to do above 600 damage on this boss. Oh, if I'm even alive for it. Jesus Christ. Oh, I wonder where we're gonna have to start from this time.
I will erase your very existence.
Wonder how much damage Thrall can take.
As much as you
Oh, doesn't really matter because I've got aggro now. Yeah, there's no way Thrall can solo this. Man. Uh-oh, now we got the name Colin. Yeah, fuck the grocery store. Alright, where is Thrall gonna spawn? That is the real question. Is he gonna spawn back in the prison? Is he gonna spawn back outside Terran Mill? Is he gonna spawn up in the inn? You never know. It'd be nice if he spawned up at the inn. But that might be wishful thinking. I'm getting hungry. I hope we finish this soon. Let's see, it's 9. Okay, everything's still open. Good. Yeah, I guess I'll have to do that. Roger, roger. I will definitely accept part of the blame for that. The Aged Dalaran Wizard. Unless I'm mistaken, he sells something that I already own.
I'm out of range.
Okay, I don't know what just aggroed me. Where's the tank? Okay, I'm in combat with something. Like, where's the group? Of course, the map doesn't help. Because this is Burning Crusade and there aren't engine, or, instance maps. But somebody did aggro something. Oh. Come to me, please. Dude, where are you? Yeah, let's finish this. There is no there's no reason that a group of our stature can't. Having a sober Fury Warrior would probably help.
a good one.
Thrall, come outside and face your fate.
Who or what was that?
Aretha's life hangs in the balance. Surely you care for her. Surely you wish to save her.
Let's get zoomed in again so I'm not looking at terribly animated trees.
There you are. I had hoped to accomplish this with a bit of subtlety, but I suppose direct confrontation was inevitable. Your future, Thrall, must not come to pass. And so, you and your troublesome friends must die.
Alright, I'm gonna get some aggro. Let the tank get some aggro first. He's stunned, so I'm gonna give him a little bit more time. Okay, that should be good. I think I'm basically just gonna stick to auto attacking and stacking the rampage for, you know, the first little bit of every fight. Okay, back up, back up, back up. Gonna wait for him to get a skull up. Okay, that's good. Okay, here we go. Good so far. Wait for the skull to come up. It's probably gonna be that one, right? Ooh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, that mortal strike hurts. I know it does. Hang in there, buddy. Low cooldown, do something. Nice. Here we go, final boss. Alright, let's get some real damage in on this guy this time. I blew both my cooldowns. But I don't have rampage up. I'm so terrible at this game. Alright, well, we finally did it, it looks like. Very good plate pants for a Rut Pally. The Dungeon 3 D3 Hunter chest piece, a pretty good Priest healing belt, of course Primal Nether, and that's about it. Alright, and thus concludes another dungeon run in the Burning Crusade. That was probably one of the sloppier runs that I've recorded so far, but you know what, that's alright. Not everything's peaches and cream when you're playing World of Warcraft. Alright, well, I will see you all next time.